What is guys, Planet here, and today I got the review of the new 2015 Razer Nabu. Now, if you forgot what the first version of this device was like, be sure to check out my other review from last year. But without any further ado, let's get started. As always, let's start off with the design. As you can see, the design is much better compared to the old Nabu. On the inside, you can see Razer's slogan, "For gamers by gamers," behind the screen. The Nabu is now also made of a more similar type material like the Nabu X. It is basically just a dongle that cannot be removed from the band. Since it is just a single dongle unit, you can twist and bend the band however you like without making any cracks. The button was also moved from the front of the screen to the top or the bottom of the screen depending on which hand you use the Nabu with. The clamp has also been improved as well, with a much better design and secure clasp. The screen is also slightly larger, and there is a new charging port on the bottom that is more similar to the Nabu X. The Nabu is also splash-proof to water but not submersible. All of these design changes seek to improve the durability of the device, and overall the design of the Nabu has been greatly improved. Moving on, let's talk about the functionality of the device and the software. The Nabu can retrieve a notification from any app on your phone. When you get a notification, the Nabu simply vibrates while the screen turns on and shows you the notification. To dismiss a notification, you can either press the button or shake your wrist 3 times, and this is also adjustable in the settings. The Nabu also has the ability to turn on the screen when you flick your wrist towards you, displaying the time. And from there, you can use the button on the top or bottom to cycle through your activities. Now let's move on to the app, which is completely new. The app is now just called Nabu and was redesigned with a facelift. From there, you can sync your Nabu and change all of the settings. You can also set your goals for steps walked, distance walked, calories burnt, and active minutes. Now the rest of this is pretty similar to the old Nabu app, so I'm just going to quickly go over the customization settings. In the notification settings, you can select the apps you want to retrieve notifications from, set the vibration intensity, and change the action to dismiss a notification. In display settings, you can change things like screen brightness and timeout rate. You can also set alarms through the settings, as you can see here. And lastly, in social settings, you have the options to turn on or off the high five and pulse features. Overall, it's a pretty decent app that has been nicely redesigned for the new Nabu. However, let's talk about the cons of the new Nabu now. First off, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot reset or turn off the Nabu itself without it being plugged into the charger. On the old Nabu, all you had to do was hold the button down and then you could turn it off. However, for this one, if you just hold the button down, you get a stopwatch. And you basically cannot turn off the device without the charger being plugged in. Second, the connectivity with this new Nabu is just as horrible as it was with the original Nabu. The app would lose connection with my Nabu at least 2 times every hour, and it was very frustrating going through this, especially if you're at work or at school and you didn't bring along the charging cable to reset or power off the Nabu, which, as you can see, can cause multiple problems. Another flaw I found was that the Nabu would calculate the amount of calories I burnt that would not make any sense. For example, I would have less than 100 steps and it would say that I've burned over 1,000 calories, which basically, as you can see, does not make any sense. And lastly, the battery life only lasts about 4 days with normal use, and I couldn't really find a way to get it to work for the full 6 days as they advertised it. Now let's get to the conclusion. While this new Nabu may look and feel better, it still suffers in basic functionality that the old Nabu didn't have. The fact that the Nabu cannot hold a connection with the phone is just ridiculous. There is literally no point in owning this if you cannot use it in the first place. The problem is not just with my unit. There have been a bunch of complaints regarding the same issue on the Razer Insider forums, and I hope that Razer addresses this problem soon, whether it is a device problem or a software problem. If you're looking for a sleek and somewhat 75% of the time working functional smart band, then this is made for you. But at the retail price of $100, I would recommend that you wait for it to go on sale before making this commitment. So thank you guys for watching this review of the new 2015 Razer Nabu. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. You have any personal requests or questions, you can email it to me at plainask@gmail.com. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys on the Razer forums for coming over, looking at this review. And as always, I will see you guys next time.